Welcome to Chapter 2 of Princess Mia's Adventures with the Lumina Crystal and the Whispering Woods, the silent spinner of the Glimmering Gorge. Deep within the Whispering Woods, where ancient secrets slumbered and magical creatures roamed, a little adventurer named Princess Mia continued her quest. She wore her sturdiest adventuring boots, and her satchel was packed with juicy berry tarts, a wonderfully smelling apple, and her tiny notebook. Tucked safely in a velvet pouch was her first shimmering crystal shard, a gift that promised grand adventures and important discoveries. Tree's deep voice, a comforting rumble carried on the forest air, often whispered guidance, reminding her of the path ahead. "Remember, little one," Tree's voice flowed around her like the very breath of the forest. The Glimmering Gorge is named for its dazzling light, but its most important secrets are often found in the quietest, shadiest corners. Listen not just with your ears, but with your heart. Some things can only be heard in silence. Princess Mia nodded, a cheerful spring in her step. The path led her through fields dyed with flowers that seemed to hum with tiny, unseen bees, then narrowed into a denser part of the forest where the ancient trees truly seemed to whisper secrets and ancient tales to one another. She hummed a happy, slightly off-key tune, skipping over gnarled roots and peering into shadowy nooks. She was completely unfazed by the deep, quiet woods, finding only wonder in its mysteries. Her sharp, observant eyes noticed a tiny, iridescent beetle with shimmering wings scuttling up a mossy log, and she paused for a long moment, completely fascinated, watching its determined journey. Soon the air grew noticeably cooler, and a faint, musical tinkling sound reached her ears, like tiny bells made of crystal. The dense trees began to thin, giving way to towering rock formations that sparkled and glittered with embedded crystals of every color imaginable. This was certainly the Glimmering Gorge. The tinkling grew louder, transforming into a mournful, echoing sound that filled the cavern. Princess Mia followed fiercely, her steps light and quiet, her natural intuition guiding her towards the source of the sadness. In a small, glittering cavern, bathed in the soft, multicolored glow of thousands of crystals, sat a creature she'd never seen or read about before. It was a silent spinner, a small, furry being with multiple, gentle eyes that usually spun beautiful, glittering webs of light, strong enough to catch starlight and soft enough for dreams. But this one wasn't spinning. It was hunched over, its many eyes dull and watery, and the tinkling came from tiny, delicate bells woven into its soft fur, jiggling with its soft, sorrowful sobs. Princess Mia approached slowly, carefully, making sure not to startle the weeping creature. "Hello?" she asked, her voice soft and gentle, a stark contrast to the mournful tinkling. The silent spinner startled so violently that it almost toppled over, then tried to scuttle away, burying its face in its paws. "Go away!" it wailed, its voice a tiny, reedy whisper, barely audible above the echoing tinkles. "Everyone always wants my webs, but they never listen to the stories I weave into the threads. They just want the glitter." Princess Mia didn't move closer. Instead, she sat down, cross-legged, a little distance away, giving the spinner plenty of space. She didn't press for answers or try to offer quick solutions. She just sat there, quietly, her gaze soft and patient, her attention completely focused. She noticed how its tiny, furry paws trembled, how its usually vibrant fur seemed dull and matted, not at all as bright as the crystals surrounding them. She focused not on what she wanted to say or what she thought the spinner needed, but truly on the spinner's small, sad sounds, allowing the quiet grief to wash over her. After a long moment of silence, a moment that felt both endless and comforting, the spinner slowly peeked out from behind its paws. One, then two, then all of its eyes, cautiously looking at Princess Mia. Princess Mia simply offered a small, kind smile, a silent invitation to trust. "You don't have to tell me anything you don't want to," she said quietly, her voice like a soothing lullaby. "But if you ever feel like sharing, even just a little whisper, I'm here. I'll listen." Slowly, hesitantly, as if testing the air, the silent spinner began to speak. It told her, in halting, broken whispers, about the deep loneliness of always being asked for its beautiful weds, but never for its thoughts, its feelings, or the intricate, secret stories it wove into each delicate thread. It spoke of a special, shimmering thread it had almost finished, a magnificent web of forgotten dreams and whispered laughter, but no one had ever truly appreciated its immense effort, or the profound magic hidden within its unspoken tales. Princess Mia listened, truly listened, without interrupting, without offering advice, occasionally nodding or offering a soft, encouraging "oh" or "really" when the spinner paused, letting it know she was still there, still hearing. As the spinner spoke, sharing its hidden sadness, a faint, beautiful glow began to emanate from its chest, pulsing gently. And as Princess Mia listened, truly heard it with her entire being, the glow intensified, growing brighter and stronger with every word of truth. When the silent spinner finally finished its tale, a tangible feeling of lightness and quiet joy seemed to fill the entire cavern. "Thank you," the silent spinner whispered, its many eyes now shining with a newfound sparkle, clearer and brighter than any crystal. You actually listened. You heard me." From where the brilliant glow had pulsed, a beautiful swirling fragment of crystal detached itself, drifting gently through the air towards Princess Mia. This piece, unlike her first, resonated with a deep, steady hum, as if holding the quiet wisdom of truly hearing. Princess Mia carefully placed it next to her first shard in her pouch, feeling its calm, steady energy. "Perhaps," Princess Mia suggested, her voice soft but full of hopeful promise, "if you wove that web of dreams and laughter, the one you spoke of, I would absolutely love to hear its story, thread by thread, whenever you're ready." The silent spinner's bells tinkled again, this time with pure, unadulterated joy. A happy, melodic sound that echoed through the gorge. It immediately began to spin a delicate, shimmering thread, and as it did, the entire Glimmering Gorge seemed to hum a softer, happier tune. Princess Nia smiled, knowing she had made a new friend. She left the spinner happily weaving its story, 2 crystal fragments shining brightly in her pouch. She knew this incredible journey was about so much more than just finding pieces of a crystal. It was about connecting with the world, one whisper, one story, one listened to heart at a time.